you keep saying is hugging and hand on the back. Did you see this as this was just some light hugs and hands on the back, or did you see there was more in those allegations?
I felt that there were some boundaries that would be crossed.
And so did you make a decision that what you saw happening was just a boundaries issue and wasn't anything deeper than that?
From what we saw, this was all happening in view of the class. It wasn't like hidden.
Assess whether any of what you were hearing or seeing here could reflect the type of things that might be grooming.
Typically, when grooming situations happen, from my understanding, they happen behind closed doors. They happen in an isolated situation, not in front of a whole class, not in front of a whole group of students.
You just stated that it's what you found to be true. Have you done investigations yourself about behavior to determine whether or not it's grooming behavior or it's something else?
I have not.
Conversations did you have with your group about whether to obtain more information about Mr. Power's behavior from either other students or from him or anywhere else?
So again, based upon the data that we had there, we felt like we had enough to move forward with a letter of direction under the guidance of Dr. Filloon and HR.
Did you have any discussions in this collaborative process that you're just testifying about should we also follow up with all these other students that no one's interviewed yet?
I don't believe that was a part of the conversation.
Did you have any other faculty members that you remember at any point in time as a principal who had this sort of level of reporting from students who were being made uncomfortable, students who were dropping out of his class because of it, those type of events? Did you ever see that with anyone else before?
No.
So consider these reports to be serious?
I did.
Did you ever at any point in time take any notes of any of the meetings that you had with your team where you were collaborating on what to do about Mr. Power?
I did not take any notes.
Okay. Is that your practice to not take any notes in those type of serious situations?
At the time, no, I would just rely on the fact that the team was there and we were making the decision that was best.
Did you ever consider sending one of those, either yourself, one of those 4 assistant principals, or anyone else from your administrative staff to go observe Mr. Power and see if he was actually complying with the letter of direction?
I didn't direct anybody specifically to.
You're aware that other students came forward with other complaints about Mr. Power within about 5 or 6 weeks after this letter of direction was given?
Correct.
Do you believe your assumptions were incorrect about Mr. Power?
I believe that he made a mistake that I wish he had not by offering to take kids to a technical gun show.
You're yourself walking down, leaving your office, going down to his classroom on any occasions in that entire month and a half between the time you got the letter of direction and the time you get these new complaints, stepping in and seeing how he's behaving or interacting with his students.
And I do not remember going down to his room.
And why not?
I can't tell you other than that the job of a high school principal is demanding, and I have my own evaluations to do and I have my own things to do. So I just did not.
What, if anything, did you discuss with your group doing that would ensure a follow-up to the letter of direction and ensure that it was being complied with?
There wasn't.
Your understanding at that time that there was anything prohibiting Mr. Power from going to look for another job as a teacher using his certification?
No, I'm sure he could go find somewhere else to work, but if he had retired, and I'm sure there's rules around that too, but no, he could have gone and found another employment, but I never received a reference call or check.
Did it concern you that the district had decided, rather than terminating him, to let him quote unquote retire, and he might be out there the next day looking for a job at another school?
That wasn't really my concern after he retired.